Hey, welcome back to Delectable You, recipes for food and for life. Today we are going to make sweet potatoes, but we're going to make them breakfast style, spiced with cumin and a little bit of chili powder. They're perfect to go along with whatever you're making for brunch. The other day we were having people over for brunch. I just had a baby, so I am not making anything fancy and gourmet these days. So we are going to do scrambled eggs and some salad, and I thought, I've got sweet potatoes here. Our oven is broken. I can saute these bad boys in some cumin and chili powder, and it will be delicious. And you know what? It was. So I'm going to show you how to do the same thing. All right, so I've got a skillet here that's been warming. It's nice and warm over medium-high heat. So I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And what I've already done is, as you can see, I've already chopped up into 1/4-inch cubes. This was about 4 small sweet potatoes or 2 large sweet potatoes. And I'm just going to put them into my oil once it's hot. And it's already hot because this has been preheated. So you don't want to splash the oil toward you. So make sure that when you put these in, when you put anything in hot oil, you put them in away from you so it splashes to the back of the oven and not on you. Okay? So put these in there. Okay. Now, before we start stirring this around, we're going to put our spices. So I've got chili powder, and we're going to do about a teaspoon of chili powder. If you like things spicier, add more. It's okay. Okay, now we've got cumin. This is the common spice that you find in chili. We're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon because I don't want it to be too overpowering. But again, if you're a cumin fan, put more. It's fine. Then we're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And then we're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can add more salt at the end if you want more. Now we're going to toss it all together. And you want to make sure that all of the potatoes are coated in oil and in spices. If for any reason you put too many potatoes, no worries, just put some more oil in the pan. But if you're going to do that, add the oil on the side, let it get hot, and then stir it around in the potatoes. Okay. This looks about tossed to me. So one of the things that I notice when I make breakfast sauteed potatoes at home is that sometimes it gets cooked on the outside before it gets cooked on the inside. So in order to avoid that, what I started doing, I'm going to turn this down to medium. I'm just going to cover them because I'm going to let the steam from the heat cook the insides of the potatoes. And then when they're tender, which should be in about 10 minutes, I'm going to test it with a fork. Then I'm going to turn the heat back up to high and brown the rest of them, and then I'm ready to serve them. So all we have to do is wait for them to cook. I would toss this a few times every few minutes just to make sure you're not burning the bottoms too much while you wait. Okay, so it's been just over 10 minutes that these puppies have been roasting along here in our skillet. I've tossed them around about 3 times. They already have some nice browning on the bottom, which is fantastic. And we test them with the fork. They're nice and tender, so these are ready. So at this point, I'm just going to turn the heat up to high, toss them around a little more because I want them to be a little bit more brown. And that's it, they're ready. So, like I said, serve these along with your brunch or your breakfast. You can also serve these for lunch or dinner. You can do whatever you want. I actually will keep my leftovers in the fridge, and then I'll throw them cold into a salad, and they just add a little je ne sais quoi. It's very, very tasty. So that's it. I'm going to turn the heat off. That's how you make your cumin, chili powder spiced breakfast sweet potatoes. Enjoy them as much as I do. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been Lauren with Delectable You. Enjoy your sweet potatoes.